Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. So in today's session I want to take you through the interface for Ctrading platform. So the Ctrader is one of the best trading platform I've used for trading Forex, and the intuitive interface makes it more easy to use, as well as its functionalities. So let's just go directly into it. So to the very top left corner of your screen, you see the expanded menu. If you click on it, you see the watch list, all symbols. Then you have the popular markets. So you can click on the popular markets and you see a drop down menu of most of the assets or the currencies that we have in the market. So depending on the broker you have other commodities, cryptos, and all those assets in the popular market. The next is my pairs. My pairs are those pairs that I've deliberately selected and I trade. So I trade the major currencies in the market. So I trade the GBP, USD, JPY, and all. So these are the pairs that I trade. Okay. Then we have the automate. This is the C-bot. So those of you who enjoy using trading algorithm or robots to trade, we also have a functionality for you, and a couple of bots are available on the platform that you can use for your trading. And they also have analyze. So this area gives you information on your trading history so far. Excuse me. So what you've been doing for the past few years or whatever it is, or since you started trading, it gives you analysis of everything that you have done, all the pairs you have traded, the profit you made. Everything about your trading activities are recorded and is played back to you. And if you want to go and have a look at it, your performance is all there for you to see. So if I hover the mouse over this session, this is Euro JPY, and then I have a GBP, Euro GBP. So it's a very intuitive platform that you can use for your trading. All right. Okay. So if I go back to the interface, the next icon to the platform is full screen mode. So if you click on this one, it will expand, and then if you click again, it will contract. Okay. So the next icon is to switch color theme, which means that sometimes you may want to work with a black interface or the white interface or the light interface. So if I click on the switch, you can see that it has switched automatically from the light interface to the black interface. So you can switch between the two themes if you want. The next thing is the sound. This allows you to hear notifications when a certain price or a certain alert is triggered. So for instance, if you place an alert on a pair and the alert is triggered, you hear a sound, and that is that. This is basically for language, so I am doing English, so it's on E. Now the next item on the list is the new order. So if you click on the new order, a dropout box will open. Over here you have market orders, limit orders, stop order, stop limit orders. So in my next video, I'll show you how to trigger all this or set all these orders in the market. Okay. All right. So the next is we have the workspace. So for instance, if you set your workspace to maybe let's say you have about more than a pair, let's say. Okay, so you have more than a pair on the market. So we have the single interface, then you have the multi-chart mode, and then you have the free chart mode. So supposing you have more than one pair on the market, so let me go and add additional pairs on the market. So for instance, I add GBP JPY, and then I also add USD CHF. Okay, so when I come to this place, okay, I can decide to click on the first one, which means it's going to cascade my screen according to the number of pairs that I have. If I go to the single chart mode, it will only select one chart, and then the free chart mode, it will display the number of assets that I've opened at the top bar in a chart mode, so I can have access to all the grid independently. And with this mode, you can configure each of the grid independently. So I can configure the first one. Let's say here I want to I want to take out the grid. Okay, so I can take out the grid. I can also remove the background from this particular one. Okay, so you go to none, then you save. So that takes away the background. So if you like the interface to be like this anytime you want to trade, then you come to the workspace, then you click on save current workspace, then you type any name that you want to use to refer to that template. So this template, so I have a couple of them. I have K black, K white, so I can add one, say 1 2 3. All right, so if I save this, now this become a template saved on a server. So each time I open my Ctrader on any computer and I go to the workspace and I select any of it, that particular workspace will be put on a server and to be displayed on my desktop. Okay, that makes it very, very simple to use. Okay, so let's move on to the next item. Now this particular one is called the trade switch. So if I click on the first one, okay, see that another panel is open at the downside of the screen. If I go and click on the down one, another one is open to the right side of the screen. Now these particular panels are useful when you are trading. So for instance, if I have a position open like I do at the moment, I have Euro JPY open. It's an active trade. All right, so you can see it's over here. Okay, so you can see that I'm in profit of 83 and counting, $83 and counting. So this particular panel gives you the trade information, and you can have your position that is open, your pending orders. So you can have pending orders on the market. Okay, so these are my pending orders after my analysis. Then you have history of your trades. Then you also have the price alerts in the market when you set it by yourself. You also have the transactions and then the journals. These are the activities that the system records on your behalf anytime you log into the platform. When you pick a trade, whatever you do is logged as a journal on the platform that you can refer to in days to come. Okay, so with this particular panel, you can also come to the lower side of. If you hover your mouse down, you can see a small button here. If you click on it, it will pop up. Okay, if you click on it again, it goes down. The same applies to the left side. The icon is right here. Okay, if you click on it, it will pop it up, and then if you click back again, it goes out. So it's very, very easy. Not always that you come to the top here and you apply it. So now let's go to this particular. This is also another way to easily access the pairs in the market. So as you can see, the popular pairs, and these are my pairs. So you can click on it, then you minimize it, and you can also click on it and you expand the list. Okay, so it's that simple. Now the next is the zoom in and zoom out. So if you can zoom out of your chart. Okay, you can zoom out of your chart by dragging this zoom out icon and then dragging it back. So you can do both at the same time. But Ctrader has added a functionality where you can use your mouse scroll to scroll in and then you scroll out. You zoom in and zoom out using a mouse scroll. Okay, so that makes it very, very simple. Now the next icon we have is the type of charts you have access to. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 charts. So you can activate any of them depending on your trading style. Okay, depending on your trading style, you can activate any of them. You also have the area, and then you have the HLC charts. Okay, something like that. Okay, so you can decide to choose the one that you prefer to use when you are trading. The next icon gives you the indicators in the market. So we have the trend indicators, the oscillators, the volatility indicators, volumes, and others. We also have customized custom indicators. So if you're able to download any indicator from online, which is compatible with the Ctrader, you can install it onto the platform and you can see it over here. Okay, it is that simple. Okay, so there's one more thing I want to show you. So if you hover over the trend, you can see the first is accumulative swing index, and you can see a small video icon to it. So if you click on it, it will take you to the website where you'll be taken through a short video on how to use the accumulative swing index. So if I click on it, you can see these are the parameters, you know, in that particular that is used for that particular indicator. So if you can watch here, if I click on this, the website will open and to take me directly to YouTube, where it will show me how to use the indicator. Okay, so let's wait for, so this is how it is. All right, very intuitive, very good. Ctrader has done a very good job, and I think it's one of the best platforms that you can use in your forex trading. So let's pause this one, or let's just close it, and then let's move on. Okay, so that said, our next item is the drawings and indicators. So for instance, if I add a drawing to the platform, say I add a horizontal line, then I add a trend line, I'll just draw it anyhow, then I add maybe a vertical line. Okay, all these three. So if I come to the drawings, if I click on the drawings, it will show over here. So you can independently either mute the lines, or you can delete them, or you can lock them in place. Okay, so each time you open a different pair and you add the object or the lines or whatever it is, or the drawings, you can open them here. So for instance, you can see you have USD CAD because this is the only place that I've added the line. So assuming I have more than that, so assuming I have GBP JPY and I add additional lines to this one, so I add this one, then I add a trend line again, then I add another one, say this. Okay, so that's it. If I come to the drawings and I click on it, it will open GBP JPY for me. Okay, so you can see that I have GBP JPY with the drawings on it, and I can delete any of them at any time. Okay, so that is how to use the drawings. Equally, you also have that for indicators. So if I add any indicator to the platform, it will show here. Okay, so for instance, if I go and add, say, a trend line, let's see, super trend line, and I apply. Okay, let's see. So you can see a couple of dots on the platform. There are a couple of dots on the platform. Okay, and I come to the object, I come to the indicator, and I click on it to display the super trend. Okay, and I can mute it, or I can configure the parameters, or maybe I can also delete it from the interface or from the platform. Okay, so that's also another cool feature of the trading platform. And the next is hide all drawings. So supposing you have so many drawings, so many horizontal lines, so let me clear this interface properly so that we can see what we're doing. So let's go to view object, let's go to grid, let's take out the time separator and then the volume, and then let's also remove the background. Okay, so let's remove the background to none. Okay, so we have a clean chart right now. Okay, supposing we have a couple of horizontal lines, trend lines, support lines, whatever there is. Okay, so we have this plenty, so let's even duplicate it. So we have all of these. Okay, and sometimes it becomes very confusing. So what you can do is that you can just go to this place and you click, and everything vanishes, and you can go back and then you click, and then it brings all the drawings back. Okay, so sometimes when you are confused about the levels that you have drawn, and because the lines are plenty, you are not quite sure, you can go and remove them, and then you have a clear look at the chart. When you are done, then you bring them back. Okay, the next we have is the templates. Okay, so for instance, as I've cleared this particular interface, so I've removed the volume, I've removed the time separator, I've removed the grid, and it's clean and clear as it is. I can decide to save this as a template. So I right click on the platform anywhere, then I go to template, then I save template. So I can click on save, and I add a name to it, so RTY, and I save. So each time I open any other pair, for instance, let's open US 30, and then I right click the screen and I go to RTY. Automatically it loads the template I've saved in RTY, so it clears the whole place for me. So it means that you don't have to waste the time to remove everything one after the other. Okay, that's very easy and simple. And over here we have the times. So we have from 1 minute to 1 month. Actually it's more than that. So if you click on this, the last three buttons, you have a couple of other times. So those with the check marks are those that are added to the platform. So if you uncheck, they disappear. If you check again, they come back. So I do 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, and so on and so forth. And we have the time for the tick, the Renko, range, and Heikenhashi. Okay, so this is basically the functionality of all the icons at the top, right at the top. Now if you come to this panel right here, okay, panel right here, now let's deal with this particular one over here first. So whenever you click on the first one, which is the small arrow, like the mouse arrow, you can do anything on the platform. But if you go and click on this one, the cross chair, you have this, but you cannot work with the cross chair because wherever you click, it follows the mouse. So whenever you finish applying whatever thing you want to apply, so for instance, let's place, you want to see how many pips it will take, you want to see how many pips you will get if you pick a trade from the top to the down. All right, so let's say, oh come on, so you have something like this. So you can see the price, you have the number of pips, then you can see the change and then estimated profits. Okay, all displayed in your eyes. So if you place a trade and you are placing your stop loss and take profit, you can use the cross chair to see exactly what you are looking at. Okay, the profits, the expected profit you are expecting, or the expected loss you are anticipating, and everything. So widely displayed before your eyes, and you know exactly what you're doing. Now let's go to the synchronized cross chair. It works similarly as the other one. So for that one, you can use to pan around the whole platform. Okay, all right. So this is a market snapshot. So you can take a quick snapshot of the market. So whenever you hover the mouse over any of the candle, how high, how low, the time, the price, all information about it, each candle can be displayed. So in the chat box that is open, the small drop box that is open for you. So at this place you can see the price, the opening price, the closing price, the tick volumes, all displayed for you. Okay, then we have this one, which most of the time I use are the vertical lines, horizontal lines, the trend lines, the ray, and then the line arrow. But normally I use the vertical lines and horizontal lines and the trend lines. Okay, and I know most of the traders, they use basically the horizontal line for support and resistance, as well as the trend line. Then you have the pencil, so in case you want to do some drawing on the platform, you can easily do it. Okay, and then you also have the equidistance price channel, so you can have something like that. So this is basically useful when you are looking at the price channel for support and resistance, and you can drag it down. Okay, so if you see instead of drawing two trend lines to capture the price range, you can use the equidistance to find out and identify the price range. Then we have the fork, then you have the Fibonacci retracement, sorry. We have the Fibonacci fan, Fibonacci time zone, Fibonacci expansion. Then we have the rectangle. Normally this is used to draw a range, okay, at a support or a resistance. Support or resistance are not a specific level. They are levels that fall within some kind of range. So you use this one to draw the range nicely. Okay, so the similar thing so if you come to the next one, it gives you an arrow. So if you want to add an arrow to the platform, you can use it to add an arrow to show maybe where the price reacted and all those things for your own personal trading style. You can also add a text to the platform. So you can add a text. So let's say you can add a text to the platform, and then you can also change the colors. So if you click on the colors, you can change the color of anything. Anything can be changed on this particular platform. So you can play with it and see what you can get from it. Then we have the screenshot. So maybe you want to show your screen to somebody, or you want to keep a reference of your screen. If you click on the screenshot, then you click on the platform, then the shot is taken. So you first click on a screenshot, then come on. So this is what you see. So you can see that the mouse is like a small camera. Then you just click on it, then that's it. Okay, that's it. Then the next one is the price alert. So supposing we are anticipating the price to supposing we are anticipating the price to hit a certain level, okay, but we cannot sit and wait for the price to hit, so you can set an alert. You click on it. Come on. Okay, so we have something like this. Okay, so when you click on, so you can add a message. So let's say US 30 is approaching resistance. Okay, resistance. Okay, resistance. My bad. Okay, so we save it. So whenever the price reach this particular price alert, it will trigger and it will send you a notification to either your phone or your email that the price has reached some resistance that you have spotted in the market. Okay, so basically I want to end here. In my next video, I'll cover the symbol at the top, the depth of market, the calendar, and the news, and how to use each of them to enhance your trading. I hope you found value in this video, and if you have